opening batsman, you have to move your feet. Look at this again.
Thank you.
For both sides, the most informed bowler and the most informed batter facing off. That one has kept a bit low, but it's the skills of Cami that have brought about the wicket.
Yes, it went in sharp, very sharp, like a banana, like you said, Lenny. And look at the celebration of Sonpal Cami. Got hit for 3 consecutive boundaries. Vritti Arvind, the new batsman for UAE. This is a very young talent, just 20 years of age. Seems like he's been playing cricket for almost a decade now.
He's such a stylish player, isn't he? You look at conventional cricket strokes. And if you think they don't have a place in the T20 game, you're sorely mistaken. That's his first delivery. And when Vritti Arvind went to bed last night, that is the way he dreamt of getting off the mark. The perfect cover drive for 4.
Just look at him. Took a step or two in front. Look at that drive. Perfect copybook cover drive for a boundary. Even Dipinder Singh Aire couldn't stop that. That was so nicely timed by Arvind. Opens his account with a 4.
You saw that technique, the back leg dropping down. It allows a full extension of the arms, but the balance, very, very hard to get across. If you haven't played cricket at a good level, how difficult it is to get into that driving position and hold your shape. You need to be fit and strong and have a very good technique, which is exactly what Vritti Arvind has, as half a stop at backward point. I think it's Kushal Patel will keep it to just a single. The cover fielder is now gone out. Neapl under pressure really for the first time with the ball in this series.
Yes, they are under pressure because the first over went for 14 runs and the second over 6 runs already. You're talking about the balance of Vritti Arvind, Lenny. Such a balanced batting that he has. Even if he took 1 or 2 steps forward, he doesn't lose his balance while he playing the shot.
Clubbed into the leg side. Kushal Malla will have work to do. Should cut it off inside the rope, keeps it to 2. Yeah, that doesn't come by accident or by chance. That is repetition over and over again. One of the big benefits Emirati cricket has is world-class facilities in all 7 of those Emirates now. Obviously, the main ones in Sharjah and in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai, they hit the headlines, but there's good facilities now in Ras Al Khaimah and Al Ain, and there's cricket basically 365 days of the year. Even during the heights of the summer, they play floodlit cricket. They've got Ramadan festivals in the evening times. That will be given as a wide outside the off stump. And with those brilliant facilities, they've parlayed that alongside a good development structure now, encouraging their own born and bred youth to come through to make them one of the very best associates in the world.
Yes, absolutely, Lenny. The facilities down there in UAE are fantastic. We've been to some of those places, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Like you said, 365 days cricket. That is why they are getting such young, talented players in the scene.
Stand and deliver. Too easy for Mohammad Waseem. Width on offer from KC, and well, it's bludgeoned away, isn't it, by Waseem? He looks already like he's on one. I know he's only been in there 4 balls. Too easy for Mohammad Waseem.
That was short and wide. It was asking to hit. If you want to bowl that kind of length, you have to have a sweeper outside the circle there in the boundary. But if he strays onto the pads, you know Mohammad Waseem, he's going to flick you, he's going to pull you. This is the trophy they're playing for. Look at that. It's a beautiful trophy.
Swing and a miss. He's going to get away with it because he's played it, not given as a wide. 2 overs in the books, 27 for 1.
ओभरको समाप्तिमा UAE को स्कोर 27 रन 1 विकेटको नोक्सानीमा
Welcome to the Barclays Women's Super League. Here's Chelsea's Jess Carter, fresh from the world stage. The touch, the turn. Hemp has it all. Fast beat from Lehman. A signature move from one of the game's biggest names. Vivian Asali! That's world class from Bochikova. Superstars everywhere you turn. There's nowhere quite like it. You ready? Ready right now.
One's finishing off in some class. Cammie's going to continue. Tell us about Sampal Cammie as a bowler. Many of the international batters I speak to about facing him, they think that he's one of the hardest Nepali bowlers to face because he surprises you with his pace.
Yes, he's a very nippy customer. To be honest, I've played against him in the domestic leagues and franchise leagues as well, way back 7 or 8 years ago. He's a very skitty customer, and his hand action is very quick. That is why you don't realize that the ball comes very quick to you. Look at that again.
We spent much of March and April, probably into May and even bits of June and July, talking about Nepal's issues with their death bowling. I know it's only 3 games in for them to this triangular series and the few games played in the Asian Games, but it looks like they've managed to find some answers with the likes of Cammie, Karen KC, and then also Dipendra Singh Airi being used in that role a bit too.
Yeah, talking about death overs, we have a death over specialist, Avinash Bora, who can bowl Yorkers at will. So even Dipendra Singh Airi can be he's a very smart customer. And chance. Being an opening batsman, you have to move your feet.
अघि नयाँ ब्याटर मैदान प्रवेश गरेका छन् विद्यार्वेन
हामीले to this triangular series. He's a phenomenon, isn't he? At the top of the order in T20I cricket. If Nepal are going to win this game, they're going to want to get him early.
Yes, definitely. Like what we talked about in the pitch side, Mohammad Azim just started to get in form yesterday. Scored a brilliant 40.
Welcome to the Barclays Women's Super League. Here's Chelsea's Jess Carter, fresh from the world stage. The touch, the turn. Hemp has it all. Fast beat from Lehman. A signature move from one of the game's biggest names. Vivian Asali! That's world class from Bochikova. Superstars everywhere you turn. There's nowhere quite like it. You ready? Ready right now.
Clipped away. It's going to be 4. Fine legs up in the circle. Not the right line from Cammie, who did profit with the inswing. It's going to be 4. Fine legs up in the circle. Not the right line from Cammy, who did profit with the in-swinger to Wasim.
Yes, Wasim Khan. You should remember that Asif Khan got the fourth fastest ODI 100 against Nepal in the Cricket World Cup League 2 earlier this year.
It was a rather surreal day, that one, because it was a packed house. But the entire TU ground, even though it was a must-win game for Nepal, they stood to acknowledge Asif Khan when he got to the 100. Takes on Rohit Paudel for the quick single. And he's going to get home, and he'll pick up an overthrow as well. I think Dipendra Singh Airi did enough to probably save 3 runs, but it'll be 2 to the total. And at the end of the third, it's 34 for 2.
Welcome to the Barclays Women's Super League. Here's Chelsea's Jess Carter, fresh from the world stage. The touch, the turn. Him has it all. Fast beat from Lehman.
A signature move from one of the game's biggest names.
Vivian Asadi!
That's world class from Bochikova.
Superstars everywhere you turn. There's nowhere quite like it.
You ready?
Ready right now.
Jersey number 3, Kusanala.
Going to see Kushal Malla come into the attack for signs of spin. As early as the 4th over after Karen KC's rather expensive start. Just the 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. Kushal Malla has found his sunglasses. Didn't need them, didn't want them for the team photo. But he's got them on now. He's going to bowl in them a la Ashley Giles or Ravindra Jadeja. I know for a fact, Paresh, you'll have been watching the India game last night. Virat Kohli, a force of nature.
Yes, I think you can say that the king, Kohli, you can't say him the god because the god is Sachin Tendulkar. So I think he's the god's son.
Yeah, it was quite remarkable last night. Not altogether too far south of here either, is it? Dharamshala, it's got its own views of the mountains. I don't think as spectacular as the grounds here in Kathmandu, but definitely a very, very pretty ground, the Himachal Pradesh Cricket Association venue that briefly was interrupted by fog last night, bizarrely. But Virat Kohli did it almost single-handedly again last night as India broke their hoodoo by beating New Zealand in the Cricket World Cup. They beat New Zealand for a long time in an ICC event, but they have remained perfect and look very much like they're not just set for the semi-finals, maybe set for the grand final in Ahmedabad next month. Kushal Malla back bowling, good to see that.
Yes, it's good to see that. I think Rohit Paudel has underused him in quite certain. Good to see that he's bowling, he's coming in the power play to bowl and doing a good job, to be honest. Have you ever seen, Lenny, a fog disrupt the cricket game?
No, it was very bizarre, wasn't it? Hope it's not something we ever see here. Although maybe if we saw it here, it would mean that the floodlights will have been installed, because I don't think you're going to get fog during the day, are you? So maybe it would be a good thing. You'd love to see that. I know Paris Kadka, the new secretary of CAN, the former national team captain, was talking us through it. He thinks the tender is going to go out soon. Quite something to see that up at the TU ground. Day-night games, allow people to enjoy their cricket in the evening. Good tight start from Malla. Only 2 runs come from it. 37 for 2.
चार ओभरको समाप्तिमा UAE को स्कोर 37 रन 2 विकेटको नोक्सानीमा।
Welcome to the Barclays Women's Super League. Here's Chelsea's Jess Carter, fresh from the world stage.
The touch.
Out in the square it was. So Cammy's going to continue into his 3rd over. That is the new batting consultant, Nandan Hanmant Fadnis. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's come up from India, someone who Monty decides on quite a bit of work with down south of the border. And I think Monty, by his own admission, he doesn't see him just in a batting role. He sees him out and out there to help throughout all of the squad, all of the team.
Yes, good to see that there's a batting consultant hired by Cricket Association of Nepal. This time around, Sompal Kam is bowling well. He's just bowling in the good lengths, 2 dot balls in this third over and the fifth over of the innings. 37 over 2 after having a very good start. Nepal pulling things down. In the air and drop shot. It was a very good effort by Kushal Bhuttel.
Yeah, good diving effort. Just trying to get a left-handed, and then Kushal Malla was deeper at what's a really packed area. There's a backward point, then what's really a second backward point and a third fielder too. This would have been spectacular. Great effort, and then just the one bounce through to Kushal Malla. They know that's a strong area of Aravin's. And again, challenging him nicely. This one, just a puff of dust kicking out and maybe keeping a bit low again.
Yes, this is the same pitch that has been used yesterday as well. You can see that puff of dust in front of the keeper though. Yeah, definitely stayed low. But it was a good shape by Sompal Kam. He's finding his length now. Both the wickets taken by Sompal Kami.
Slashed away. It's a packed area, but it gets through this time. Kind of cramping Aravind for room, but thanks to the misfield from KC, he will get 4 and get to double figures.
Yes, just bounced in front of him. He had to stay behind, but he tried to come forward. That is why he didn't stop the ball. That goes as a misfield. Easy runs given by Nepal there in that occasion.
Well, this game is bubbling up beautifully, isn't it? Honours very much even thus far in the first 5 overs. Nepal have those 2 wickets, but UAE continue to score freely. And this time, real fortune. It's going to be another boundary, not where Aravind intended it. It races away across the turf to close out the 5th over. It's 45 for 2. Guys, Varitia is spelt wrong. You have too many eyes in it. One eye in Varitia, and it should be Aravind. Okay.
A good start so far for Nepal. This time pulled the ball. That's gone all the way for a 6. Asif is dangerous. Let me welcome in the commentary box Sarad. A very good morning, Sarad.
Good morning, Ayush. Good morning to everyone watching this live telecast in Himalaya HD. What a shot that was. Drifted down the leg, Karan Casey. And it went a long way. Starting aggressively here, Asif, after missing out on the early 2 games. And a happy Navami to all the Nepalese watching this live telecast here and from abroad. Oh, what a nice crowd we have today. This festive season. It's a holiday all around. You can see clear blue skies, no pollution at all. And the clear Himalayas as well. What a time to play cricket, Ayush.
Well, absolutely. This time, the leg side will easily get that single. 2 key wicket. It was important for Nepal to dominate UAE from the start. But if you look at the Nepal in this Tower Honey triangular series. This time a slower one.
Played with soft hands for a single. Yeah, both the openers losing their wicket early on today. Were in form, both of them, yesterday. First time in this tournament. Karan Casey not picking up a wicket in the first 2 overs.
Well, definitely he had a good run against Hong Kong and UAE. They're getting that bounce from this wicket. And if you talk about the changes, UAE have taken out Just Guineani, who just debuted yesterday for UAE, and brought him the left-arm medium pacer Mohammad Jawadullah. I think it is because of the wicket, Sarat. If you look at this wicket and the previous wicket that Nepal played against Hong Kong, this wicket had some grass over in it. So I think it's a very good wicket for the seamer. We have seen Karan Casey doing pretty well in the first match against UAE.
That's correct. UAE making that change. A left-arm seamer. Also probably adding a different option in the team. With that extra bit of grass in the wicket. Definitely help the seamers a bit more. Quick single taken by Asif.
Mohammad Jawadullah played the first game against Nepal. Was taken out in the game against Hong Kong, but he's back today. Left-arm seamer Karan Casey has had a brilliant run so far in this tournament.
Ritya, after having a good start yesterday, scoring 20 odd runs, he would look to build on today and make a big score before the main tournament. And that's clipped away nicely in the leg side for another single. Nicely fielded there by Avinash Bora as well. So 6 overs done, UAE 55 for 2.
6 ओभरको समाप्तिमा युएई को स्कोर 55 रन 2 विकेटको नोक्सानीमा
Two early wickets for United Arab Emirates. They lost their captain, the dangerous man, Wasim. And Khalid, a brilliant delivery there by Sompal to get rid of Khalid and Wasim. Now, Sarat, what should be our approach of Ritya Arvind and Asif from here?
So yeah, it's Gulshan Jha who's coming first for his first over. So yeah, that's clipped away nicely. Low full toss. Yeah, these two have to bat on and bat at least till the 13th, 14th over. Still Basil Hamid to come, Nasir Ali to come as well. Two very good batters, but they need to build up a platform for them to really play aggressively at the end.
Gulshan Jha bowling his first over in this match. He got rid of Asif Khan in the first game against UAE in the same wicket. Beautifully driven. A good effort there by Sompal Khami.
Very good bit of fielding. Neatly done by Sompal, running to his left. A very good sprinter, Sompal as well. Covers ground very quickly. There you go. Went down. He rolled over nicely. Good technique that is. Yeah, tumbled a bit as well. But did well to keep the batsman for 2 runs.
Well, definitely he made a long run to stop that ball.
On and around that 4th, 5th stump attempt. But yeah, was safe and sound.
What a day he is having. Picked up that 2 important wicket. Basil and Wasim. Wasim was looking dangerous in yesterday's match against Hong Kong, China. And this is what I love about Vritya Arvind. He takes time to settle in the wicket. He gets that understanding of the wicket. And look at this beautiful trophy, Sarat. Who is going to win this? Nepal already into the final.
Yeah, we mentioned about it yesterday. Isn't it a beautiful one? I tell you, you can pour a lot of drinks on that in this Dosai time, actually. What do you reckon? 2 liters inside there?
I guess 2 liters would be fine in that trophy.
That's got away nicely and good bit of fielding there by Kushal Bhurtel. So yeah, it's Dosai time and happy Dosai and a happy Navami as well. So I've just been to the Taleju Bhavani temple, which is located in Basantapur. And it's to tell you, to inform you, it's just opened once in a year. And I tell you, there is a big line and people are queuing up from early morning, that is from 2 a.m. I asked the volunteers there. People were queuing up for 3 hours and I was lucky enough to go there.
Dot ball to finish the over. UAE 60 for the loss of 2 wickets.
सात ओभरको समाप्तिमा युएईको स्कोर 60 रन 2 विकेटको नोक्सानीमा
So it's match number 5 of the Dabur Honey Nepal T20I Triangular Series. Match between UAE and Nepal. Pretty even Stevens at the moment for UAE and Nepal. 60 for 2 in 7 overs, that is.
Salmalla coming in to ball his second over of this match. If you look at the Nepali squad today, we have only one left-arm orthodox, and that is Kushal Malla, and UAE have 6 right-handed batsmen. And I think this is a good move, Sarat, because you have 2 right-handed batsmen in the middle, and the captain has brought in Kushal Malla. We have seen Rohit Paudel captaincy throughout the series as well. He's been fabulous with rotating the bowler. That's a good call, a dangerous one, but reaches safely Vritya Arvind.
If that had hit, Arvind could have been in trouble. Let's have a look at the replay. The quick Dipendra Airi as ever. Quick release, and it was a very marginal one. Very close call that was.
You need to be absolutely brave enough to snatch the run from Dipendra Singh Airi's hand. Played with soft hands. I think this is sensible batting from both the batsmen, Asif and Vritya. They are going after that loose deliveries, respecting good balls, rotating the strike, keeping the scoreboard ticking. And this is what releases some pressure off you. Both the new batsmen in, when They lost their both opener, Khalid and Wasim. He's getting that turn from the wicket.
Bowling very well there, Kushal Malla. Changing the pace, you could see earlier he bowled slow. This one was pushed through. Although he looks a very calm guy, Kushal Malla, but he has a very smart brain under his head. He's showing it with his bat and with the ball as well. Different moments. That was a quick run. A dive attempted by Arvind. Safe and sound.
Well, they are taking those risky runs. They don't need those risky runs at the moment. Look at that, straight in the hands of Rohit Paudel. Well, Sarad, at this point of time, it's not needed because you are building the partnership, and if you cannot afford to take those risky runs.
Looking to play at the back foot, interestingly, Asif. So it's 8 overs done. UAE 63 for 2.
आठ ओभरको समाप्तिमा युएईको स्कोर 63 रन 2 विकेटको नोक्सानीमा
Gulshan coming into ball. You can see when look at that. Look at that from Dipendra Singh Airi. I was telling you, you cannot afford to take runs, risky runs when ball is in Dipendra Singh Airi's hand.
Whenever we watch Dipendra Singh Airi fielding, look at that. That was driven nicely straight into his hands. Doesn't he look like the version of Flash? He's the Flash for Nepal as well. Yeah, we call him the Tiger. Doesn't he hunt down batsmen with his fielding as well?
Well, he hunts down batsmen with his fielding, bowling and batting. A 3D cricketer, Dipendra Singh Airi. Crowd coming in good number to watch the game. It's a festive season out here, but look at the love for this game of cricket.
Amazing to see. Even though it's like prime Dasai time, you can see packed crowds. The stand is already packed there in the background and in the VIP sections as well, which is so good to see. Speaks about the passion and love for this game in our country. Nepal is very lucky and blessed to have
लिंक पर
fans
क्लिक
like that.
करें,
That's a
लिंक
chance that
कमेंट वाले बॉक्स में पिन है। लाइव मैच देखने के लिए लिंक पर क्लिक करें, लिंक कमेंट वाले बॉक्स में पिन है। ये लिंक पर क्लिक करें, लिंक कमेंट वाले बॉक्स में पिन है। लाइव मैच
Well, we need to give credit to Vritya and
third man up. Maybe there's not like very quick pace in this wicket. We have been mentioning about that slow tennis ball bounce which we have in the Smolpani cricket ground. And rightly so. Both these batters are very strong.
Hit it home easily there, Asif. Yeah, interesting field setting there. Third man up, the short fine leg up. Maybe there's not like very quick pace in this wicket. We have been mentioning about that slow tennis ball bounce which we have in the Smolpani cricket ground. And rightly so. Both these batters are very strong in the square of the wicket. That's cut away for a single.
Good bowling there by Gulshan as well. He's bowling according to the field set.
No wonder you see he's not trying too much. He's just bowling within himself. He's not running too hard as well in his run-up. But I would love to see him ball quick, you know, Ayush. When he first came in, you mentioned earlier in the previous games as well, he was very quick. He has that potential to ball quick as well. Why not ball 140 when you have the potential to do it?
This time trying to go over the ground. There's a fielder out there. Safe and sweet, Sompal Kami.
Attempting that big shot there, Asif, over the long off. It was a good length delivery by Gulshan. Look at that. Pitched around the good length. Tried to slash it. Got nowhere near the bat. Went high up in the air and comfortably touched and taken by Sompal. Isn't he having a good day today in the field?
Well, he's having an absolute brilliant day, Sompal. Asif Khan, the dangerous Asif Khan, departs for 18 runs.
আমাদের স্টেডিয়াম অবধি পৌঁছে দেবে প্লিজ এসো
Aggressive batsman. He brilliant six yesterday. He would carry that confidence in this game as well. It was punched towards the cover region. Gets off the mark with a single, and that's over. Done. Ninth over done. 67 for 3 UAE.
नौ ओवर को समाप्तिमा यूएई को स्कोर 67 रन 3 विकेट को नोक्सानीमा
Dipendra Singh ID, oh, he's not happy. Cannot see those sides too often. Shalmalla coming into ball. Again Dipendra Singh ID. Lightning quick Dipendra Singh ID. Sarad, in this series we have seen bowlers picking that wicket from a good length area. So why is it like you find it difficult to play in the good length areas ball, and what should be the approach of the batsman? Today we saw Sompal Kami picking up that 2 wickets from good length area. Now Gulshan zapping up that wicket.
Look
Just
at
wanted
that.
to ask you.
Dipendra Iris, yeah, I'll come back to that. Look at that hop by him. He picks up the ball with everything, the hands, the legs. I won't be surprised, as we call him the tiger, he'll pick up the ball with his mouth and get people run out. So yeah, you're talking about the wickets falling on those deliveries of good length and back of length. The reason is because of
लाइव मैच देखने के
those two shots, big appeal, denied by the umpire. So as I mentioned, those two balls, the good is because of
left arm spinner Josh Giannani.
batsman. So if you play it a little early or a little too late, Mulpani wicket especially, need to be careful of those deliveries.
Batsmen need to be cautious. Well, in the previous ball, we saw Vita Arvind trying to play that shot in the same fashion that he got out in yesterday's game. He need to be careful playing those shots. What should be approach of batsmen, Sarad, when you are tackling those deliveries from good length and short of length?
So yeah, you could either walk down the wicket, play with, come to the bowler, make pace of the ball by yourself, or wait in the back foot, go a little back, use the crease, and use the length of the delivery. So it's 10 overs done. We'll have a short drinks break and come back to that. 69 for 3.
समाप्ति माने यूएई को स्कोर 69
You're real, ho!
Yo-ho real. Real fruit बाट बनेको real juice मा छ real nutrition, real taste, र real happiness. त्यसैले त real juice real हो नि.
Maximize your success with Maximax, a complete solution for abroad studies and visa services. For more, maximax.com.au.
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइवाई छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
घाम पानीको लुकामारी, खुशीका हरेक क्षणको तयारी, पियु र सिलिकन प्रविधियुक्त बर्जर वेदरकोट लङ लाइफ। घाम पानी छेक्छ, 10 वर्ष टिक्छ।
जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन।
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ।
डाबर हनी, स्टे फिट, फील
विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथले स्वादमा बेग्लै मिठास आउँछ। मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठुलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो।
वर्कआउट
said that they've tended to
Left arm spinner.
Interesting to see how Bibek Yadav goes today. Andrew Leonard here with you. It was lovely to hear all your messages of happy Dashain, and we're into the 9th day of the festival. You guys know how to do it properly here in Nepal, and to guide us through every ball of the first 5 overs alongside me, I've got Paresh Lahani, who sprinted up from our position on the pitch side. Paresh, very good morning to you. Perfect cricketing weather.
Very good morning to you, Lenny, and good morning to all the viewers watching this live telecast on the Himalayan HDTV. Yeah, just a quick reminder that Nepal won the toss and they decided to field first. The two openers are Mohammad Wasim and Khalid Shah, the left-hander. Mohammad Wasim going to take the strike, and it's
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए लिंक पर क्लिक।
Nasir, who are good hitters of
So Nepal scoring mammoth 213 in their previous game against Hong Kong. UAE defeating Hong Kong. Comes down the track this time. Top edge, one bounce, over the boundary, 4 runs.
That's better from Alishan Sharafu, yeah. Trying to make room, coming down the track, talking in the last over, changing the length of the bowler. There you can see, he was trying to go over the covers actually.
बेउली सिंगारिए जस्तै सिंगारिए।
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए
very quick.
Left arm spinner.
Great batting. Great batting. You got a boundary, take a single, give the strike back to the experienced partner, Vidya Arvind.
And absolutely well bowled by Kulshan as well. Scramping the batsman, coming closer to the stumps. That's the perfect length, I believe, in this wicket. It's not easy to hit over the long on, long off regions in that particular delivery. Need to be patient and keep hitting those areas, especially the pace bowlers.
And that's how he got his first wicket as well, Gulshan Jha. He forced the batter to go after him straight, was held on. A cheeky, Vidya Arvind telling his partner that the ball went towards the offside.
Probably he was expecting Gulshan's line to be around the stumps, but that was bowled outside. Very well bowled actually by Gulshan, seeing the batsman making that move, and he was bowling that wider to Vritya's reach.
Gulshan usually accused of going for too many runs, but today has been an excellent performance by him. 2.4 overs, 1 wicket, that important wicket, given away only 16 runs so far. Edged. Don't think that went where he intended, Vidya Arvind, but 4 runs nevertheless for him.
Yeah, that was well bowled. A leg cutter there by Gulshan. Change of pace. Surprisingly, Vidya Arvind there. Didn't expect that actually. Got the edge right in the gap between the keeper and third man.
Lucky boundary. Both of them actually. Not at all where they intended the ball to go. Gulshan Jha would not mind those. 80 for 3. Slowly gaining the momentum again. Can they build a partnership here? Arvind and Alishan. The team needs it. They're in desperate need of a partnership here. Still have 55 deliveries to go. Last ball of the Gulshan Jha's over coming up. Straight to the field at this time, no runs. 11 gone, 80 for 3, UAE.
ग्लोब सुपर हिरो को साथ चमकीलो दाँत अनि ताजा सास डाबर हर्बल क्लोभ टुथपेस्ट जसमा छ ल्वाङको सुपर पावर यसले दाँतलाई किरा लाग्नबाट बचाउँछ दाँतलाई राख्छ स्वस्थ सफा चम्किलो अनि दिन्छ ताजा सास दाँतको सुपर हिरो
Maximize your success with Maximax, a complete solution for abroad studies and visa services. For more, maximax.com.au.
यति कार्पेट बिर्सिनु होला यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह
Avinash Bora. Oh, beautiful delivery first up. Catch it was the call. He's been introduced for the first time. Avinash Bora. Now this has been a kind of routine, isn't it? Rohit Paudel likes introducing Avinash Bora in the later half of his bowling innings.
Yes, and that's what Avinash himself prefers as well. I played a lot together with him in the domestic leagues, and that's what he prefers. That was a bit wide. Maybe he could have made a better effort.
Too harsh, Sharad, too harsh.
But now he's added up this different skill of his. And you could see him bowling well in the Asian Games and picking him up a lot of wickets with that ball as well.
Full toss. Lucky this time. They're happy taking singles so far in this over. They want to be a little cautious against Avinash because Avinash is a tricky customer, isn't it, Sharad? You played a lot of cricket with him. He is not a conventional bowler, has a slingy action.
Yeah, I mean, the way he has developed himself, he's been the pick of the T20 international bowlers for Nepal. And he's been evolving. That's what I am very impressed about. Yes, as you mentioned, he has that slingy action, which comes from a very low height. It's not easy to get under the ball as a batsman to get that elevation to hit those sixes. So yes, it's it's not easy to face him, you know.
A lot of us tried being Malinga in our earlier days. Such a difficult action to champion, isn't it, Sharad?
Yeah, it should be coming naturally to you. You can't copy those kind of actions or you might lose one shoulder of yours.
Yeah, back in the days when in school you used to copy unorthodox cricketers like Malinga, even Dhoni when he used to bat. Some issue there with Kushal Purtel. Something has got into his eyes maybe.
Yeah, while fielding probably some dust coming into his eyes. Just a quick check by the physio Bikram Newbane.
Did the ball hit his eyes? Oh, it did. It was the ball hitting his glasses maybe. Luckily no harm done.
That's dangerous. You know, sometimes Sachin, when the ball hits even slowly, the glass might break and, you know, it might pierce your eyes.
Very well bowled. Very well bowled. He beat Vidya Arvind with the pace. As Sharad was mentioning, he's working really hard in his slow deliveries, slower bounces as well. I know he's worked really hard to come into the team. That was a cutter. Very well bowled.
Beautifully bowled. And it didn't get up from the wicket as well.
Slashes it this time. For the second run. Sandeep Zora's throw won't harm Vidya Arvind at all. 2 runs completed easily eventually. Now 3 singles in the very first 3 deliveries. 5 runs off the first 5 balls. I think he's done relatively well here, Avinash Bora.
Exactly. He has those variations when you can bowl that Yorker, those slower balls, slower ball bouncers. Yeah, that's an amazing skill to have as a pace bowler.
They'll think of the second run again, but decide against it. And 7 runs off the very first over of Avinash Bora. The score is now 86 for 3, UAE.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
Maximize your success with Maximax, a complete solution for abroad studies and visa services. For more, maximax.com.au.
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ स्पिड टेक्नोलोजी कभरेज रिलायबिलिटी अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि नेपाल टेलिकम
Kushal coming for his 4th one. Just given away 7 runs and that's an easy run out. There you go. Just flicks the ball, bails out.
And to make it sure, he also uproots the stumps because he realizes that he actually hit the stumps before the ball was collected. They took too many chances against Dipinder Singh ID. They should not have. That's the reason why they've lost another wicket here. This was a bit too cheeky by Kushal, but he realized that he didn't have the ball in his hands when he stroked the stumps, but realized it and he uprooted the stumps, which means Sarafu has been dismissed for 9 of 7 deliveries. Drives it down the ground. So Rafu lost his wicket. Sharad, the synonym of suicide is running when the ball has gone to Dipender Singh ID.
Yeah, you can't be more correct there, Sachin. He's a terrific fielder. And the ball has been chasing him today, Sachin. That's the first time he got that run out, but it was very close before as well. The UAE batsmen need to be careful when, especially when it goes in his hand.
You tend to take quick singles, but you'll also have to realize it's Dipender Singh ID. He's one of the quickest in the world when it comes to ground fielding. Yoked him up this time.
You know, once I asked him in a training session when I was back in the team, I asked him, why don't you dive so much, Dipendra? And he replied, why to dive when you can just get to the ball while running? I don't need to dive, he was replying.
That'll also save you from injuries. Now, let's have a look at this. Kushal, realizing that he had this wicket anyway, he also realized that he just picked up the bails and the bail and not the stumps. The ball did not have any connection with the stump. He realized it and then uprooted the stump.
Yeah, just making sure that it's going to be a run out. Both the batsmen were in the same end actually.
And let's talk about Kushal Malla's bowling performance. He's given away only 9 runs and 1 ball to go in his spell. So 9 runs. He's given away only 9 runs in his 23 deliveries. Excellent spell of bowling.
Copying his mentor Shakti Gausan, isn't he? Who used to be a miserly bowler.
That is the end of Kushal Malla's spell. 4 overs, 10 runs. What a brilliant spell this is for his team. 89 for 4 is the score.
ग्लोब सुपर हिरो को साथ चमकीलो दाँत अनि ताजा सांस डाबर हर्बल क्लोभ टुथपेस्ट जसमा छ ल्वाङको सुपर पावर यसले दाँतलाई किरा लाग्नबाट बचाउँछ दाँतलाई राख्छ स्वस्थ सफा चम्किलो अनि दिन्छ ताजा सांस दाँतको सुपर हिरो
हामी चार मिलिजुली गर्छौं घरको
These Nepali boys, they're very quick, Sharad. They're very, very quick.
Especially Rohit, Dipendra, Sandeep Jura, these guys are like quick as an cheetah, I tell you. While fielding, I would like to give a name to Dipendra as the Flash as well. What else you call him? Like the lightning, the Flash, the cheetah?
He's one of the fastest in the world, to be honest. He is very, very quick. And the mistake that UAE batters were doing consistently is they try to steal single off Dipender Singh ID. I do not know if there is anything.
Just shows that that's a bit of lack of awareness. You need to pick the right fielders while running. Need to understand who are very quick in the field.
How much did you apply that formula yourself, Sharad? How much did you look at the fielder who had the ball before taking a single?
I think I was too aware and made other people run out. I was a very slow runner, Sachin. I used to make sure if I could reach. That's very good fielding there by Gulshan. Kept it for 2 runs, saved 2 crucial runs there for his team.
You do not need to run very fast when you could hit those boundaries and sixes that you did for Nepal, Sharad. This was almost another boundary. The boundaries have dried up now. They're not coming easily. This has been a wonderful comeback by this spirited Nepali side. Britya Irvin now 39 of 43. Hasn't been a very smooth stay at the crease. He had to struggle for his runs. They've come back for the second run. Again, brilliant fielding.
What
Bhurtel
fielding,
again.
what fielding that is by Bhurtel. The ball was just running down that slope. You could see there, dug in nicely there by Britya, right in the gap between the mid-wicket and long on. Went around the ball, Kushal Bhurtel, and got that left hand out and just passed it to his fielder, Vivek Yadav.
He's got that again. Straight to Dipender Singh ID, and now they've realized it. Sarafu must be saying to Britya Irvin, you had the same opportunity. Why did you run me out? I did not want to run when the ball was with Dipender Singh ID. He's not happy at his fielding. in today's game, Sharat, you could see him being frustrated because he was not getting those straight hits on the stump.
Okay, that's what the standards he maintains for himself, Dipendra, and for others to follow as well. So it's 14 overs done, UAE 96 for 4.
You're real ho.
यो हो रियल रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ स्पिड टेक्नोलोजी कभरेज रिलायबिलिटी अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि
नेपाल टेलिकम
Bowler and a fielder. Full toss. Not the kind of start you would have wanted.
So Sachin, I've got the timer out again. Let's see how much time does it take to bowl this over.
He rushes on back to his running spot, isn't it? Dipender Singh ID is bowling to Basil Hamid, who was the highest scorer for UAE in the first match against Nepal. Flick towards the onside, not a good delivery at all. Drifting down and deservedly punished by Basil Hamid. Bonus runs here for UAE and they'll get their 100.
That was a loose ball by Dipendra, tried to cramp the batsman, trying to bowl that Yorker, but just clipped away nicely by Basil for a well-timed boundary.
Now they'll also have to look, the UAE batters, as to when to accelerate. Full toss again, gift, easy picking, and Basil Hamid will smash the ball reaches to the crowd. Devinder Subedi has a little stretch. 6 welcome runs here for UAE.
Yeah, another loose ball by Dipendra, coming round the wicket this time, trying to bowl that Yorker again as well, but that was kind of a free hit, a very hip-high full toss. And Basil didn't connect that nicely, went out of the ground.
He's releasing the pressure now, Dipender Singh ID. He's already given 111 runs.
That was a tight ball, a dot ball, could come back. You would question this decision of bringing Dipendra as a spinner in the 16th over, or in the 15th over rather. Still have Vivek Yadav as a medium pace option, who's coming back in the team after a long time. There you go, that's clipped away again. And that's gone all the way.
This is not very intelligent bowling here by Dipender Singh ID. This was short. It was towards the leg side, so all Basil Hamid had to do was pick that ball up. And he did it in style.
So it's the 45th six of the tournament. That shot, look at that shot. It was down the leg side, used the pace of the bowler and hit backward of square leg and traveled a long way as well. Cleared the ropes easily.
He's coming over the wicket now. Yoked him up this time. Finally got his delivery right. They'll think for the second run. Decide against it. And that's the end of the 15th over. UAE after this big over are 114 for 4.
बोतल रसायो देखेर मेरो होठ नयाँ ट्रेन्डी बोतलमा बहुत tasty फलफुलको मजा tasted now you feel the fun like you never felt before
म्याङ्गो अनार र मिक्स्ड फ्रुटको साथै अब दुई नयाँ स्वादमा लिची र गुआवा पनि तपाईको फेभरेट रियल अब नयाँ ट्रेन्डी पेट बोतलमा
Innings, and Basil Hamid has made a big impact coming in. Number 6. So they'll turn back to Sampal Kami to bowl his 4th and final over. Wish a very good afternoon to Ayush Gautam. Ayush, this game very much hangs in the balance.
Well, definitely, Andrew. And credit goes to Vritya Arvind, the way he's been staying in the wicket. And we have seen throughout this tournament so far, if you stay at the wicket, you can make those runs. And later half of the innings, it's easier to bat as compared to the first half of the innings.
I have to say, there's a real festival atmosphere in, isn't there? There's a marvellous crowd, probably 1,500, maybe 2,000 people plus already. That will only grow throughout the day, and everyone enjoying the celebrations. One thing is for certain, you know how to do festivals here in Nepal.
Well, definitely, we have lots of festival. And I'm surprised, Andrew, it's like the 9th day, Navami today, and everyone being in the home with their families, but they are coming in large number to watch the cricket. Absolutely, they love their cricket so much. And cricket is a religion now, becoming a religion in this country.
Great work by Kushal Malla. He was bowled really nicely, actually. Almost the sort of occasional left-arm spinner being utilised in place of Lalit Rajbanshi. Might be a case, there's almost too many bowling options here for Rohit Paudel. We've seen Vivek Yadav come into the team today, not used yet with the ball. Avanesh Bahar obviously used lots at the death. Kami he's gone with here, but that one over of Irie was very expensive. Maybe, just maybe, the UAE sensing a chance to push up plus north of 160, and just maybe inches short. Did it carry? Hard to tell. Good tumbling effort from Malla, but he can't hold on.
Sampal Kami, look at that movement. He's still getting that movement in the air. Oh, Kushal Malla tried his best to catch that ball. And Vritya Arvind has been fabulous today. The way he has played today, matured inning so far from Vritya. Offered some room this time.
I hope you're enjoying this Himalaya TV HD broadcast. One thing I would love in years to come, I'd love a Dipendra Singh Irie camera, because he's just phenomenal. I spent the last 10 overs sitting square of the wicket here, watching him and him alone. He must have had 20, 25 touches of the ball. He had one successful run out. He had 2, maybe 3 attempted run outs. It's hard to get across just how quick he is to the ball. And in general, Nepal's ground fielding has been outstanding. Get to the end of the 16th, 118 for 4.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाई छ हामी सबैको मनमा
बर्जर सिल्क ब्रिथ इजी यो ग्ल्यामरस छ र घरको भित्तालाई पनि प्रोटेक्ट गर्छ ब्याक्टेरिया भाइरस र पोल्युसनबाट
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ स्पिड टेक्नोलोजी कभरेज रिलायबिलिटी अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि
नेपाल टेलिकम राष्ट्रको सञ्चार
Gets that important wicket of Vritya Arvind. What a delivery there by Avinash. An important wicket.
Right on the money, a change of ends for Bahara. Comes in from the Mulpani end, and it's just a good length delivery, nothing more. Aravind, who's just struggled to accelerate. He's tried to create some room, hit it through the offside. Good length, maybe just checked in the wicket a bit. Could have been a bit of a cutter from Bahara, but he's got another wicket to his tally. Aravind's gone for 45. It's 118 for 5.
प्रोस्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट
Pro Style for my man.
पठाओ थ्याङ्क यू किनकि मेरो भाइलाई कलेज जान एकदम सजिलो भएको छ बिफोर इट वाज नट नाउ शी इज राइट अन टाइम जब मेरो मामुलाई भाइ आउने दिनमा एकदम गाह्रो भएको थियो कुनै पनि एम्बुलेन्स पाएको थिएन And at that time, there was you, my friend. हजुरले ममलाई राइट टाइममा सेफली हस्पिटल पुर्याउनु भयो अहिले मेरो भाइ हेल्दी एन्ड सेफ छ थ्याङ्क यू पठाओ
मिल्ली जुली गर्छौं घरको श्रृंगार बर्जर पेन्ट्स हाम्रो घर हाम्रो शान
Talented young group of cricketers coming through the Emirati development system. 19 years of age. That's another look at the wicket. I think it definitely just stuck in the pitch a bit, didn't it?
I guess he's completely misjudged that line and length from Avinash. It was an important wicket for Nepal. Everything was looking dangerous.
I think it's Basil Hamid who's really taken the aggressive role. Wonderful atmosphere in and around the ground. Some choosing not to part with their 200 rupees to come in and enjoy the action and get a little perched, elevated view. It's a gorgeous part of the city. We're out east of the city, right next to the Gakarna forest. Took a walk in there last night. Wild deer, monkeys, fish, rabbits. Gorgeous part of the world here, and I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful time of year. Clear skies, and it's party time in Kathmandu. Top edge, this should be a chance. No, it won't. It's going to fall out of reach. Bahara, maybe the one who got the closest to it, and Asif Sheikh tidies up.
Avinash Bohra, surprising new batsman with some variations. We have seen Basil Hamid. The first match they played against Nepal scored that important half century for UAE. What do you think about the way UAE have played so far?
I think certainly a better effort with the bat than in the first game between these two sides in the Dabur Honey Nepal T20I triangular series. They should get north of the 140 they made there, but they're going to need to take momentum in. So critical in both white ball formats, but particularly the T20 format. We saw that yesterday. Hong Kong had all the momentum going into the 17th over, batting first, and then it fell away as soon as Babar Hyatt was dismissed, and as a consequence, UAE won comfortably. They need 3 big overs after this one to finish. I don't think 150 is enough. 160 is the target.
Well, I think both the batsmen will be eyeing for that 160 plus score in the first match against Nepal as well. Ali Nasir and Basil Hamid were the men who did. And took UAE to 140.
You've seen it's been a difficult pitch to come in and just score right from the off on. As Dipendra Singh Hari affects another direct hit, the middle stump knocked.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पुरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट
Honey, stay fit, feel young.
घाम पानीको लुकामारी खुशीका हरेक क्षणको तयारी पियु र सिलिकन प्रविधियुक्त बर्जर वेदरकोट लङ लाइफ घाम पानी छेक्छ 10 वर्ष टिक्छ
माया विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथले स्वादमा बेग्लै मिठास आउँछ मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठूलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो
VIPs in too. Great to see them. Great to have you with us here in Himalaya at CVHD. Andrew Leonard here with Ayush Gautam. How good has Karan KC been throughout the series, Ayush? He just keeps getting better and better.
Well, definitely Karan Casey has been balling those deliveries so well. 3 matches that he plays wicketless in this game so far, Karan, but he has developed much as a cricketer, Karan Casey. We have seen Karan using those slower bouncers to get the wicket. Look at that kid, enjoying the cricket.
Yeah, something I'm always struck with when I go out in and amongst the crowd and have a chat to people. Parents, mums and dads want to bring their children. Heaved away. Has he got enough of this? Oh, yes, he has. Right into the Nepal team dugout. Basil Hamid. He's the man right now. Good, impactful innings yesterday, and he's doing it again. Gets the long handle out and gets 6.
A clean strike and the ball goes the distance. That's a magnificent 6. And Basil Hamid is the man who has stayed in the crease. As Lenny was talking about, you cannot just come and directly hit the ball. You need to stay in the crease to get the wicket. You need to understand the wicket before playing those shots.
There's really only been a couple of batters that have got going right from the start. Hamid's one of them. Wasim yesterday. Round the wicket now, and brilliant batting. This is outstanding from Basil Hamid. Bang, bang, 6 and now 4. Uses that angle and helps it round the corner.
Playing according to the field, said Basil Hamid. As we're talking about Basil Hamid and Ali Nasir, were the man that rebuilt the UAE innings in the first match against Nepal, and lots of responsibilities on this man, Basil Hamid. Experienced campaigner. 31 years of age. This team, the UAE team, has depth in their batting lineup. As we always say that Nepali team have that depth in the batting lineup. But if you see UAE team as well, they have got that depth in their batting lineup, Lenny.
Yeah, they've got experience as well. This is the thing I like about their mix of youth and veterans like Hamid. And he can come in and play roles like this because he knows how to do it. I think this is also good for Nepal. They're being put under pressure for the first time. Their fielding is held up very well. But just with that over from Dipender Singh Ari, which by his own admission was off the money, it's meant that they've had to go back to KC, who's been a little bit off today. He's been expensive. And with 2 overs to come after this one, it might not just be the projected 150 at the rate they're going. It's 160, 165, maybe 170 if Ali Nazir can get into the act with Hamid now.
Well, it will be interesting to see how Ali Nasir now takes this innings forward. A beautiful ground, Mulbani International Cricket Ground. Crowd enjoying the cricket.
And also, I think this is really good for Nepal. I know they want to win every game they play, and that's almost become the expectation. Great view there from the VIP section. But ahead of the final, they're already in the final of this Dabur Honey Tri-Series, and ahead of the T20 World Cup qualifier for the Asia region that follows. They want to be tested. And right now, Basil Hamid in particular is doing that. And 160 plus isn't necessarily going to be an easy chase.
Well, you have got that good bowling lineup. Everyone enjoying cricket. Dhaka topi out there. I got a man who was wearing Dhaka topi in the morning. I think, Andrew, you need to wear that. You look handsome in Dhaka topi.
Well, thank you, Ayush. I'm going to have to bribe him. I'm going to have to pay him off for that compliment. There it is, the Dhaka topi. Namaste, everyone. Great to see you. Great to be with you at this special time of the year, Dasha. And it is 9th day of celebrations. This is clubbed away, longer side of the ground, and 6. Oh, yes. Basil Hamid is playing a gem of a knock. He really is. 6 more to end the 18th. It's 140 for 5.